Andrew LeGrand here, reporting with a win this morning, and want to talk about the importance of having a business contract, especially when it comes to disputes. So the win is that we had a customer's lawsuit thrown out against one of our clients, basically because the customer didn't follow the procedures in the contract for how to submit a dispute and go through their process. The customer decided to just kind of file suit instead of following the procedure we had established, and the court found that the customer had agreed to the contract and needed to follow that process. So that was a win for our client, and having this contract in place. Without the contract, who knows how that would have turned out. On the flip side is we're dealing with another client who is also in litigation, and they're having a dispute with one of their vendors, and there was no contract between the two. And we're currently at a spot of this lawsuit where we're telling our client, hey, the amount of money you're spending just isn't worth it. You just need to kind of basically give it up and move on. The cost of this lawsuit is not worth continuing to invest money in it. Whereas in this situation, if this client had had the correct contract in place, it's a completely different analysis, and we could carry on with the lawsuit and probably get them to a spot where they have a good outcome. But so this is really this morning looking at two different clients that are in two completely different positions. One is in a great position because they took the time and the money and the effort to invest in a good contract and the systems to ensure that that contract was signed by each and every customer. And one that's kind of in a really terrible, losing about $20,000 and moving on from that, simply because they don't have a contract, and the other party's being exceptionally uncooperative to the spot where we think it's going to cost close to 20 grand to even get them 20 grand, which, as a wash, it might not be worth it. So get your contracts together.